Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
સર 11 ચેપ્ટરની પીડીએફ મોકલી દો ને.
Sent it before some days.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Before some days I sent.
સરે મોકલી દીધું ને કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગઈ મને બુકમાં.
When
અરે હું
if you want to check,
सर
yes,
मैंने आपको पीडीएफ सेंड की थी, आपने देखी
સર
11
મળી ગઈ.
yes, I have seen.
ओके.
ગુડ મોર્નિંગ સર.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. I request you all to write name only one time. Here I am confused. You are writing many times. Many times I have to check your name. So write only one time, okay? I can
સર
understand.
એલ થઈ ગઈ એટલે મેં પાછું લખ્યું મારું નામ.
But I can understand, beta.
મારા સ્પેલિંગ મિસ્ટેક થઈ ગઈ ને એટલે હું પાછું મેં લખ્યું મારું નામ.
No problem.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, 12th lesson ની PDF છે નહીં આમાં.
12 લેસનની થોડી હજુ સર સમજાવે છે.
Here only 20 students have written their roll number. Total here 32 students are there. Remaining students, please write your name. Charania has not written. Charania Zainab is there. Charania Zainab. Zainab Charania is there. Hello. Charania Zainab is there or not? Name is showing here. Ritebani Zeba is written second time. Write only one time,
No,
please.
sir.
Second time you have written, second time. Hey, Charania Zainab, who is there? Not speaking also. Then Jalali Shifa has not written. Jalali Shifa, your name is also remaining. Sheikh Mahek, your name is also not written. Sheikh Mahek,
Yes, sir. मैं तो बे बार लिखूँ.
not a single time. See, when I join, then you write your name. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Because in my chat box, before I join, you write, I cannot see your name in my chat box. Burani Jannat is also not written.
तो लखू मारू नाम.
Write down, write down. Then Merchant Zehra, your name is also not there. Nakvi Naib, your name is also not there.
સર મેં પહેલા જ લખ્યું હતું.
But when I join, then you write, okay? Yes.
લખ
When you see my name in this dashboard, okay, then you write your name. Gopda is also not written. Gopda Alisha.
સર I have written.
Okay, then also if you. Okay, yeah, Charania Zainab is not giving answer. Can anyone say who is Charania Zainab? Charania Zainab, can anyone say Mishka Charania? Charania
Yes,
Mishkat?
sir. Yes, sir.
Do you know? I think she is Zainab Charania.
Roll number, I think so, roll number 9.
But why is she not giving answer? I don't know. Because Charania only two in our class. One is you and one is she. Okay. Yes, now. Okay. So we are learning which lesson?
Lesson number 12.
12.
The adventure of the
Lesson
blue
number
girl.
The
Lesson number
adventure of
the blue.
blue carbuncle.
Carbuncle.
Yes. In that lesson, last time what did we learn? Who will say? Any one student, please.
This time we learn lesson number 12, that Sherlock Holmes lessons, means the adventure of the blue carbuncle.
Okay.
Sir, can I say?
And they beat the tall man.
Okay.
Goose.
And last
He
time,
said goose to
in last
Sherlock
film,
Holmes.
he
Goose
that
and hat given to Sherlock Holmes in gift.
and the professor, uh, uh,
Yeah.
I don't know name, but his wife find a, blue carbuncle.
Okay. Yes. Peterson.
Peterson.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. In last lecture, we saw that when Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson they were talking about hat. First, Sherlock Holmes asked Dr. Watson to tell some points, to make some points about the tall man and the right honor of the hat. Then here, Dr. Watson takes the object and he pointed, he listed some points. He made some points on that person Henry Baker. Okay, the tall person, tall man name Henry Baker. So when they were talking, first Dr. Watson talk about hat, and then Sherlock Holmes takes the object and he made six points on Henry Baker. First point he said is he is very intelligent person because his head his the size of the head is large. It means his head is also large, and large head person is so intelligent. Second point, he said, once upon a time that person was very rich because the condition of hat is so expensive, and then that person has fallen in difficult times. Upon difficult times means now his condition is not good because the condition of hat is not good. Third, he said that this person is having lots of self respect because the person has repaired this hat many times. Then, fourth point, he said the color of this hat is brown and half is black. It means this hat is hanging indoors only, means in the house. And fifth point, he said that the man is inactive and only goes out little in the market. And last point, he said this hat is having one weak dust particles, very dirty hat. It means his wife has also stopped to love him and does not bother him, means disturb him to going out in such a state, means in such a condition. When Sherlock Holmes completed his list, just at that time Peterson rushed into the room with shock and astonishment, means in surprise. And then he said, see, sir, see what my wife found inside the goose. And then he put that stone in the center, upon the center of the palm. Here you see, last time I explained this, and Sherlock Holmes asked him, uh, this is an expensive thing. Do you know what you have got? So Peterson said, diamond, sir, diamond. Then Sherlock Holmes said, it is more than precious stone. It is so precious stone, so valuable, expensive stone. Not the Countess of Morcar's blue carbuncle, I said. Means, Sherlock Holmes said, I think it is blue carbuncle of
Here
wife
properly.
of Morcar. Morcar, name of person. And his wife Blue Carbuncle, because I have read the advertisement in the newspaper. Which newspaper? The Times. Newspaper name, The Times. Every day lately, the reward for it is 1,000 pounds. And Sherlock Holmes said the advertisement is coming daily in the newspaper, daily. And prize, reward for a person who returns this blue carbuncle, he or she will get 1,000 pounds. And it was reported that this blue carbuncle has been stolen from Hotel Cosmopolitan on 22nd December. And people believe that John Horner, a plumber means fixing pipelines. So that person named John Horner is accused, is the blame that John Horner is the criminal, is the thief, is the robber. And John Horner has stolen blue carbuncle from Morcar's locker. Jewel case means ornament locker. But John Horner does not have blue carbuncle. When police asked John Horner said, I am not the thief. I have not stolen blue carbuncle. I have not stolen blue carbuncle. So here Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, now they are thinking that if John Horner is not the thief, then who has stolen this blue carbuncle? And Sherlock Holmes said, you see, Watson, our little deductions means list, have suddenly assumed a much more important and less innocent aspect. Here is the stone came from the goose, and the goose came from Mr. Henry Baker, the gentleman with the bad hat, and all the other characteristics with which I have bored you. Sherlock Holmes said, now see this blue carbuncle. This blue carbuncle came from goose, bird, and the goose came from Mr. Henry Baker, means the tall man having bad hat. And now to solve this case, we need to find Henry Baker first. So first find Henry Baker, and then we will get some clues, some hints, some information about the blue carbuncle. Then Sherlock Holmes quickly wrote a note. Sherlock Holmes takes a paper and starts writing. Sherlock Holmes has written this message that we have found two things at the corner of Goose Street. A goose and a black felt hat. Two things we have got. Mr. Henry Baker can have same by applying at 6:30 this evening at 221B Baker Street. Sherlock Holmes has written that we have got two things, goose and black hat. Henry Baker, please collect your things at 6:30 p.m. at 221 Baker Street. Sherlock Holmes has written this advertisement, and then he ordered Peterson. Sherlock Holmes told Peterson to give this advertisement in all the newspapers so that we can meet Henry Baker and get some information about blue carbuncle. He also instructed him to buy a goose in place of the one his family had eaten and leave it in his room. And Sherlock Holmes also told him that original goose you have eaten. So buy one new goose for Henry Baker because Henry Baker is the owner of two things, hat and goose. So we need to return two things to Henry Baker. It was little after 6:30 when a tall man appeared in the doorway. Now Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they are waiting for Henry Baker. Exactly at 6:30, 6:30 means 6:30 p.m. A tall man appeared. Appeared means seen, visible. Where? In the doorway. Gate. At the gate. Mr. Henry Baker, I believe, said Holmes. Sherlock Holmes said, I think you are Mr. Henry Baker. Sherlock Holmes got up from his chair and said, hello, hello, Mr. Henry Baker. We have retained these things for some days. Retain means kept. We have kept these two things for many days. We thought that you will give advertisement in the newspaper because you are the owner of these two things. Why did you not advertise, sir? Sherlock Holmes asked question that you are the owner of these two things, then why did you advertise in the newspaper? The man went a little red. Shillings have not been so plentiful with me as they once were. Then Henry Baker, here you see, this one is Henry Baker. Can you see?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see Henry Baker? Okay. Then Henry Baker said, these two things, shillings. Shillings means very small amount. These two things are not so valuable for me. Plentiful means very not so expensive. These two things are useless for me, and I thought when group of criminals attack on me, I thought they had taken these two things, and that's why I did not want to spend my money in these two useless things because I am not having money also to give advertisement in the newspaper. Sherlock Holmes said, okay, okay. By the way, about the bird, we were compelled to eat it, but we have another goose upon the sideboard, which is about the same weight and freshly cooked in its place instead. And then Sherlock Holmes said, your original goose we have eaten, but we have another one, new one, specially for you. And same weight and same size. So Mr. Baker said, okay, no problem, no problem. There is your hat and then there is your bird. Sherlock Holmes said, take this, this is your hat and this is your bird. By the way, would it bore you to tell me where you got the other one from? I am somewhat of a fowl fancier and I have seldom seen a better grown goose. Sherlock Holmes asked question to Henry Baker. If you don't mind, please, can you tell me that where you got this goose? Because I am some fowl fancier. Fowl fancier means bird lover. I am bird lover, means I like to eat goose. So can you tell me, please, can you give me address? Henry Baker said, certainly, sure, sir, no problem. I can give you address. Who had tucked his newly gained property under his arm. And Henry Baker has kept these two things, goose and hat under his arm, and then he said, okay, okay, no problem. Then Henry Baker said, there are few of us who frequent the Alpha Inn near the museum. We are to be found in the museum itself during the day. You understand. Henry Baker said, I am the member of Alpha Inn. Inn means like hotel, house, lodge. I am the member of Alpha Inn, and it is near the museum. And we are to be found in the museum itself during the day. And Henry Baker said, we have got this bird, this goose, in the museum during the Christmas day. On Christmas day, we have got this bird in the museum. Why? Because this year our good host, Windigate, remember this name, Windigate by name, instituted a goose club by which, on consideration of some few pence every week, we were each to receive a bird at Christmas. And then Henry Baker said, I am the member of Alpha Inn, and we all have to pay some money every week. Few pence. Pence means money every week. And that's why we were each to receive a bird at Christmas. Because I was regularly paying money, I got this bird in the museum from our good host Windigate. It means Windigate has given this bird to Henry Baker. In a quarter of an hour, we were in Bloomsbury at the Alpha Inn. Just in 15 minutes, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they both reached there. Where? Alpha Inn, Bloomsbury at the Alpha Inn, which is a small public house at the corner of one of the streets which runs down into Holborn. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they both reached there, and Alpha Inn, very small public house at the corner of the street. Sherlock Holmes opened the door and met the landlord, Windigate. Landlord means owner of the house, Windigate. We were recommended to your place by Mr. Henry Baker, who talked about the wonderful goose you gave him. Sherlock Holmes said, Henry Baker advised me, recommended means advised, suggestion. We were suggested to your place, means Henry Baker has given address to your place. And Henry Baker said that you have wonderful goose, wonderful birds. We were curious to know what you have got it from, where you got it from, Holmes said. Sherlock Holmes asked him also that, can you tell me where you got these birds from, where? So Windigate said, yes, yes. I see, but they were not our geese. Geese means what? What is the meaning of geese?
Goose
What is
plural.
the meaning of geese? Yes?
Goes plural.
Very good. Plural. Singular goose and plural geese. Windigate said, they were not our birds, our geese. I got just only 2 dozen from a salesman in Covent Garden. Brackenridge is his name. Windigate has given a new name to Sherlock Holmes, Brackenridge. And Brackenridge lives in Covent Garden. Okay, we thanked him and left. Now Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Speedily they left Windigate Alpha Inn and now they were going to Covent Garden. They reached their Covent Garden. To our surprise, the man who owned the shop in Covent Garden burst out in anger when we asked him where he got the goose from. When Sherlock Holmes asked Brackenridge about goose, that Brackenridge burst out in anger, means very angry, after listening this question about goose. From the man's words, we came to know that he had already been pestered by someone about the goose. And Sherlock Holmes understood that this man looks angry. It means before us, somebody has made him angry by asking about the goose. His trick, his intelligence power, and Sherlock Holmes asked the address, and Breckenridge said, I have got these birds from Mrs. Oakshott, 117 Brixton Road, 9. Mrs. Oakshott, name of lady. Okay, one lady, name of lady, and that lady lives here, 117 Brixton Road, 249. We left the place and soon a loud hubbub broke out there. And Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, when they were leaving for Mrs. Oakshott, they heard a loud noise, loud sound. One little man was shouting on Brackenridge, and that little man was asking about goose. Now Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they understood that maybe this person is having direct connection with this case. And then when Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, they reached the little man to ask about the goose. The little man said in angry voice, he said, who are you? What do you want? The little man asked in quivering voice, in angry voice he asked. Then Sherlock Holmes said, I know you are endeavoring to trace some geese. Endeavoring means what? Trying. You are trying to trace. Trace means searching. You are trying to search some geese, some birds. And those birds were sold by Mrs. Oakshott of Brixton Road. Mrs. Oakshott sold geese to Brackenridge. Brackenridge sold to Mr. Windigate. Windigate has given this bird to Mr. Henry Baker, and you are searching the goose. That person said, oh sir, you are the very man whom I have longed to meet, cried the little fellow. Means that person, little man said, yes, 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 you are right. I have been searching you for last many days. Tell me, where is the bird? Where is the bird, please? And then Sherlock Holmes then made him disclose his identity as James Ryder. Sherlock Holmes said, Sherlock Holmes disclosed means opens his identity. That person name is James Ryder. And James Ryder had attendant at Hotel Cosmopolitan, means head of the Hotel Cosmopolitan, James Ryder. We took him to Holmes' place, and the drama which unfolded then gave Holmes the missing details as he had already conceived a theory. And then we took Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. They both took James Ryder to Sherlock Holmes' house. And the drama which unfolded means happened. Whatever story Sherlock Holmes uh, Sherlock Holmes wanted to find the missing details about the story that he had already conceived a theory. Conceived means from the beginning to the end. Sherlock Holmes wanted to listen full story from James Ryder, and that's why he took James Ryder to his house. Now, these two paragraphs we will inshallah complete in the next lecture. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we left?
Okay,
Wait
sir.
now. Wait. Okay, now only some students have sent me PDF file of lesson number 11. You all have to send me, oh? You all have to send me one by one.
सर मैंने भेज दिया, आप देख लेना सर.
Eh?
Sir, I have sent.
Okay.
Sir, I
If
don't know how to create PDF.
download cam scanner.
What?
Download cam scanner. See, I am writing here name. Download cam scanner from Google Play Store.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir,
And
can we left?
if you want any PDF file, then you can message me. Okay, I will send you personally.
Okay, sir.
Lesson number 12 I will send after we complete this explanation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Khudafiz.
Now you leave, no problem.
Khudafiz, sir.
Khudafiz. Bye, sir. Khudafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.